happened? Okay, go ahead.
Nithyananda, we both welcome you all to the Satvik cooking class. Thank you all for joining in today. And we'll start this with a Sadguru Vandanam. Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvaditam Gagana Sadisham Sarvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vivamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda, before we start this whole cooking session, the Bhaga Shastra Satvik cooking class, I would love to give a little bit introduction of what we are doing here today.
I'm Macharana, Nithyananda Macharana.
And I'm Krishnananda. So in our Vedic tradition, in the Hinduism, we have Vedas and we have Agamas. The Vedas are the pure science, the knowledge, the script. So on the Vedas, we have Agamas, which is the practical science of everything that is in the knowledge, in the script. So here what we are doing, we are taking that knowledge. That knowledge was given by Paramashiva to Parashakti. And it was brought to planet Earth and used for raising our consciousness. So from the Agamas, from the practical science comes this Bhaga Shastra, which is the cookbook for cooking, making sattvic food. So here today, this is what we are showing. And all the ingredients and that we are using, the proportion, the amount, everything just helps us raise up to our higher consciousness and takes us to our ultimate. So today's menu we have is a rasam, and I will hand it over to Macharana. She will show you the ingredients and explain more.
Thank you. So today we are making rasam. Rasam is also we can call it as a soup, a lentil soup. So this is good for niraharis. We can have it for nirahara samyama. I'll show the ingredients now. So we need a pigeon. We need pigeon pea, that is Toor Daal. Toor Daal.
So this is the uncooked one, and Ma will show you what she cooked in here.
Yeah, this is the cooked one. Yeah. This is the cooked dal.
And how many minutes we cook this, Mama?
This is almost, it takes about 25 minutes to cook if you cook it outside on the stove top. And we will need the pigeon pea. When we cooked, we had this water, which we have taken it separately.
So basically we add a lot of water so that we get the soup. And that is what we're gonna add.
Yeah. And tamarind pulp, I've taken it for 4 tablespoons. Turmeric, salt, coriander leaves,
fresh coriander leaves,
the coriander seeds. These ingredients are for making the rasam powder. I'll show it once we start the menu. This is red chili. This is methi seeds, fenugreek seeds. This is grated coconut. And jeera, that is cumin seeds. And these are the ingredients for For the seasoning for the rasam, it's mustard seeds, curry leaves, 2 stems, and asafoetida.
And this is the bottle. This is the bottle that.
This is the bottle ingredient which we use for all our cookings in Bhaga Shastra. And I have ghee. I'm using ghee today for our menu. And this is tamarind, which this is called tamarind, and which I already took it and made into pulp. I've mentioned it in the menu. Please check the menu. And I guess all the ingredients we have already showed it. We'll start the stove. Boiling. Thank you, ma'am. Once it starts boiling, I'm going to add the Toor Daal water once it's coming to a boiling. So we can talk about the more about the rasam.
So I'll talk about some nutrition values on the pigeon pea. Yeah, it is. It's very medicinal, and it's used in almost. So I'll give you some nutritional value on the pigeon pea dal. It's very medicinal, and it's used almost in all our cookings. And it is a very good source of fiber and high protein. It is good for complex B and vitamins.
Yeah,
complex B vitamins. Yes. And it also balances the
Vata Pitta
Kapha
dosha in Ayurveda. Yeah, in Ayurveda and from Ayurveda science.
And it's this particular dish is very easy to digest. So it doesn't give lot of like it doesn't make your internal organs doesn't put load in your digestive system.
It helps the digestive system, so it digests the food. When we always use this rasam in our menu in our daily cooking, and also for the for like festivals, and also for the wedding ceremonies and all the rituals we do, we have rasam in our menu. So now the water is boiling. So I'm going to add the Toor Daal water, which I've already taken it. So I'm going to boil it. Then I add the turmeric powder, half teaspoon. Then I will add the ghee, which I've already taken, which just a half teaspoon. When we put ghee and boil the rasam, it gives a nice flavor. Ghee adds a nice flavor to the rasam.
And ghee is also very good, for overall for our body.
Yes.
Strength. It strengthens us.
So I let it boil for some time. Add a little salt while it is boiling. And then I'll add the coriander seeds once it starts boiling. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. We can actually rasam. When I was growing up, I loved rasam all the time. My mom used to make the rasam, and as children, actually they give us we drink it also. Half cup of it. Drinking half, having this as a soup. It feels so good for the tummy. You feel so good in the cold seasons. In the winter season, we can have soup like rasam as a soup. And it's so good to have with this tamarind pulp and then the ingredients which are going to add. So the dhania, the dhania, which is the coriander seed, it gives a nice flavor. So we add that for the rasam. Yep.
And it's very tasty with plain rice.
Mhm.
You put plain rice
With ghee
rasam
and yes. So while it is boiling, let me check. Yes.
started boiling.
Yeah. So I'm gonna add the coriander leaves now. Already cut into nicely finely chopped, thin. All these recipes we have been actually getting it from the Bhaga Shastra. Bhaga Shastras, all these recipes are from Bhaga Shastra. So we are, I'm also learning, like, I've been cooking for so many years, but like cooking with the Bhaga Shastra style, it tastes so good with all the
very
ingredients.
authentic. It's very proportional. Each item, each ingredients, and even the way of cooking.
Yeah.
Is
Mom, can you repeat exactly what you guys added to the pot?
Oh, the rasam?
Yes.
Okay, I added, there was plain water which was boiling. I kept it on the stove before we started doing this, and then the water was boiling. Then I added the Toor Daal water, which when I cook, I had this
extra water,
which to throw into this pot. And when this is boiling, I added the turmeric powder, and then I added salt, and then now I just added the coriander leaves. So we need to close the, but it's boiling now, because when we close the lid, it nicely boils and comes to a good, the texture and the smell, and it has its own flavor when we do that. Actually, I have to add a little of asafoetida, that is the hing, to this. I'm just going to stir a little bit.
So basically, this really needs to boil.
Yeah, nicely boil until it comes to 1/4 of the water what we have put. So I'm letting it boil. Now you can put the lid, ma. Yeah. While this is happening, after a little time, I'm going to start showing you how to do this rasam powder, which we'll start with. I'll put the pan and I'll start. This is a rasam powder. When we make the rasam powder, when you want to make the soup or the rasam, it tastes very good. The freshly blended rasam powder is very good to have it. It doesn't take much time to cook, so we can just make it in about 10 to 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. We fry it. It has its own. I have put in the menu how to make this. So I'll just show you that. Yeah, it has come to a boil now. Now I'll add the Toor Daal. Let it boil a little bit.
Okay. So
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Toor Daal, I just mixed it up. I just mixed it. Yeah, we can close the lid now. Maybe we can talk about more about the Bhaga Shastra, why Swamiji is asking us to have Bhaga Shastra cooking, and having the vegetarian food,
So it's very important for our body to consume
Veg-
the sattvic food, right? The Bhaga Shastra cooking is basically sattvic, like all vegetarians, and it's just like we are so unaware, and we cook and eat anything we want, right? But we don't pay attention like what it really does to the body. Most of the time we say, I feel like eating this, or I'm hungry, I'll eat this.
Yes.
But in the sattvic is what nutrition, what good it will do to my body. right? But what good it will add to it? It is not like anything like we desire and eat. It is, it's a, and it comes from the authentic source. So there is a lot of healing, and not even the ingredients, even the way it's prepared, and it all adds up. Yes. So finally when you consume it, it adds a lot to your body, and ultimately it just gives us that ultimate experience that we all are seeking, right? Just like it is very important for us, for our spiritual growth. To the very, I would say the basic number one thing is just like becoming vegetarian and just having this sattvic food. Like it doesn't, like there's no violence into your system. It's just like it just gives you so much bliss and happiness and joy. You see the difference. And of course, overall is the ultimate. That's what we want to experience. And Swamiji speaks a lot of these in different satsangs that you could get on YouTube. It could help you find it.
Now this has come to a boil. We'll just keep this aside. Makrishna,
Can we show them the
boiling?
boiling?
Actually, we'll have to reduce the flame. We have to reduce the flame first to show them. It's nicely boiled. Thank you, Mom, for reminding. Just we can put the lid on and reduce a little bit. Thank you, Mother. Because it has to be on medium low. When I fry these ingredients, I'm just taking. I took about half teaspoon ghee. We can add more also. It gives a nice flavor to the rasam while we do this.
Ghee is always good, like things like if salt and other things is over, then it's not good. But ghee is something like you could add. It's nice to have like 1 tablespoon a day.
So I'm going to add the coriander seeds, which I have taken 3 teaspoons, sorry. Start putting this is the fenugreek seeds. And this is cumin seeds. Jeera. Already it is starting to pop, like the coriander seeds. I'm going to add the red chilies in the last, because when it is on the stove top, it's not good to have it.
Even the coconuts, we take it down and just let it roast.
I'm going to add the red chilies. Just a little bit. And then add the coconut. Yes, half teaspoon of this.
Okay, can we show it to them?
Yep. This is the asafoetida. I'm going to just take a half
Show
spoon
them
of
the
it.
amount so they
And a little bit of, not even half spoon. It's just a little bit.
show them the
Yes, once, yeah. So this is already roasted, and you can smell the ingredients.
Okay. So now we will blend.
You can put the.
You want that?
Yeah, you can put the. I'll let you. I'll help you with putting into the blender. I'm just going to add the tamarind pulp to this while it is boiling. While I make this, which I've taken like 3 tablespoons, then add a little bit of salt while it is boiling. A half teaspoon. Salt according to your taste. Some people, some of us don't like to have it too salty, and so when you want to have it like a soup, it could be taken. So I'm going to blend this mixture with a half cup of water. I'm going to blend this with a half cup of water, like this cup. I'll take half cup of water and blend it to a smooth paste. I'm going to show it once I blend it out.
So thank you all for, which is almost done.
So this is the paste which I blended it soft in the curd, so that so this should be like this. If you do this course, like a blend it and put it, the rasam gets a nice flavor, and it's a traditional way of making it. So all the Bhagya Shastras are so traditional, which we always have it in, like doing blending, coconut. These are the ingredients which we always use it. I'm going to take some water, a little water, and I will just rinse this out. And boil a little bit. Yep. And just close the lid, ma. Maybe I'll just rinse, stir it. Hope everybody is able to follow the rasam recipe today. We can answer your questions when once we are done. If you could not understand in while we were doing it, that's why we are doing it slowly today. It's as it's boiling. Yeah, it may be about. It just has to boil nicely when until this quantity, you can it comes down a little bit. So, my nutritional values with the rasam, about the rasam, we can talk about more about the nutritional values. With the vitamin,
Vitamin B complex.
about tamarind pulp. Why do we use the tamarind pulp?
Actually, the tamarind is, we've spoken about this with the tamarind rice. We were doing.
Yes.
So we have all the information in there. It's
Yes,
just like
yes.
again high in fiber,
Yes,
and
yeah.
tamarind is so high in so many different vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin B, D, and
Vitamin
different-
C, because
Yes.
it's a sourness.
Satvik,
The
yes.
sourness gives the flavor. So yeah, it has come to a boil. Now I'm going to do the seasoning, which is it's also we say tadka.
So basically, we're coming to the final stage.
The last step. Yeah. Yeah, this is almost. I'm going to add about. I said in the menu it's about a half teaspoon. I like to have the rasam nice and taste, so I'm adding about 1 teaspoon. And this already started boiling. So I'm adding the mustard seeds. We have the mustard seeds in all our cooking, making the recipes like for the making tamarind rice or for making the everything has the seasoning which gives a nice flavor and mustard seeds are very good for the body too.
Yes. What it does, it heals any tumor, anything.
Uh-huh.
Mustard seed heals any tumor, anything in our organs, just heals. Heals the overall heals the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't give the body heat.
Oh, okay. That's I didn't know. Okay, little bit. Or maybe it's popping now. A little bit. Flame.
Increasing a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. So once you can hear the pop sound of the mustard seeds, yes, I'll start putting the curry leaves. I'm going to add the asafoetida. Yes, can you switch on the stove? Yeah, I'm going to add about half teaspoon. Yeah, we can put the seasoning into it.
Can we show them?
Yes, I'll show them. Yeah. A half teaspoon more ghee. Here, this is how the tadka looks, the seasoning. Can you put that on the stove? Yeah, the rasam on the stove. Yeah, then we can. I just leave it here.
Okay. Yeah. So do you need to boil this?
Yes. We don't have to boil this. This is almost done. So this is the last step, which I wanted to show. The soup is done. The rasam is done. So we can put it in a bowl. You can mix it nicely so that seasoning will mix into the rasam. The curry leaves actually gives a nice flavor to the rasam. Rasam and curry leaves are something which we use in all the ingredients in our food. This ingredient. Yes, here is the rasam.
Nice hot and
Yes.
so now we are ready to offer it to the divine. Om Annapurneshwari Mata ki Jai. Bhagavate Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Swami ki Jai. Annadata ki Jai.
Any questions?
If we don't have any questions, we come to the end of this session. And based on what you see, everything in here, it's overall just want to say that it is a very healthy, delicious, and very simple, easy to make, and very fulfilling. And with this, I will hand it over to.
Oh, we actually have one question. From
Okay,
Vivek.
thank you.
Where can we purchase acid potato?
Any Indian stores around, stores around wherever.
You can check online, and also you can order online too. You can show the bottle again.
We'll put this on the website. We'll take a picture and put it on the website.
Yeah.
We'll find more references where they could order it.
Yes. Yes.
And especially this has to be consumed very little amount. Like always go with the proportion given, because if you overdo it, you will ruin the taste.
Yes. But yeah, this is actually very good for digestive system. So when when we have something upset tummy, then we make buttermilk, and then buttermilk we add this raw asafoetida into the buttermilk, and then just mix it up with little salt and have it. Whatever health indigestions or any gas, it will just release it with this asafoetida. It has a nice, it helps the body so much. Any more questions?
We'll wait a little bit.
Yes.
Give them some
We'll
time.
give them some time.
Awesome. Thank you very much, everybody. While we wait to see if anybody else has another question, I just would like to share a few things about, thank you first of all for that great class. For those of you that enjoyed this class, I'd like to share that our Guru, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, has shared a lot of this, is making a lot of this widely available to everybody. And so if you would like to experience this all in one program, right, that we've been talking about, where the scriptures, where the experience of enlightenment, where initiation, everything, where it comes together, it all comes together in this program called Paramashivoham Level 2, which is ongoing right now. Actually, there's a batch that should be coming up. You can get more information at paramashivoham.org if you're interested in registering and experiencing this program. Second, I'd like to share with you all, right now, with everything that's happening in the world, if you are looking to be part of the solution and join this peace initiative that has been started by our guru, we're basically doing this meditation called unclutching, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 1 hour at a time. Any time of the day that you feel you can fit it in. If you'd like to experience this meditation, you can go to Minutes for Peace. I'm projecting the link right now, and it's completely free. So please go ahead and be a part of that if you feel that that's something that you would benefit from or to help others benefit from. And lastly, coming out of this lockdown and this whole COVID situation, I'd like to share that I know that money and wealth are a concern for everybody. And so if that is something that you'd like to learn more about how to manifest wealth or the secrets to manifesting wealth, there's actually at paramashivoham.org/manifestwealth, one of our gurus' discourses, one of his webinars on wealth is freely available. There's a few different videos that you can watch at your leisure. And I recommend everybody during this time, especially now that there's time to think about these things, going to this link and checking this out. And last but not least, please, if you enjoyed our class, just so you guys know, we're a nonprofit organization and you can support us. If you want to find out more about our classes or anything else that's going on at our temple, follow us at facebook.com/NHTLA. You can follow us on Instagram at Nithyanandeshwara Temple_LA. And if you would like to receive our newsletter, our weekly newsletter, tiny.cc/LA News, tiny.cc/LA News. You can follow us, or sign up for our newsletter. We have lots and lots of events coming up. We've moved the majority of our events online to the digital domain, either through Facebook or Zoom, and you can keep up with all the things that are happening. We have an actual full temple in Montclair, California, and we have deities there that have been energized by our guru. And so we do rituals to them as per the Hindu scriptures. And so we encourage you all to follow, and subscribe to our newsletter. And with that, I will send it back to our Annadatas, who are our cooks for today. And they will conclude with the Purna Mantra.
Thank you, Tageshwara. We'll end it with the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyananda.
Thank you all. Nithyanandam.
Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us.
Thank you, Tageshwara and Chandan.